Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington football team. Two teams fighting for one berth in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. Let's do it. It's NFC Championship time. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Paris Campbell, 44 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
7. Washington, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
The ball carrier.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Tannehill. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Washington going to send out their punter. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
First and 10.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In his own end zone, it's Carr. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
third down.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you know...
It got his man, complete, 20, touchdown, Carolina.
Complete.
Paris Campbell, 92 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and 11 now. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. 21-0 our score after one.
Score Panthers 21. Washington nothing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Paris Campbell saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Extra point from McManus is good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
42-yard line.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's got Burton here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Run for Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Carr's going to keep this. A pitch back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Tight right. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even.
Tannehill. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And past the 40. Before he's out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air again, Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tannehill throwing again. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And finally down he goes. His they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Second and goal.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Hey, that QB's track.
Here's Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
DK Metcalf, incomplete.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
38-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. He'll find Metcalf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 40.
On second down, Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mostert. And he stopped immediately there.
Raheem Mostert.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Oh, we got plenty of fight,
baby. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf, 81 yards. And Washington able to strike for 6. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he finally goes down at for the Panthers. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. His throw here's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing his car on third down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for circle round.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Well, we're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Panthers 48, Washington 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Third and 2, Tannehill. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Again, Tannehill. And it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The utter domination here just can.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black. Born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. It's all to we're talking about the sons and daughters from political slaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules. They gon' try to intrude. Poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price. Based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle. Fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle. The top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion. Only been for confusion. The institution. Modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not shit I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Don't see it when I never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire.
me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex